Welcome to LTV Studios, Studio 3, the Francis and Doherty studio. We are LTV now celebrating our 40th year of service to the community as a nonprofit platform for artists, for government, for free speech, for the East End, and founded by Fraser Doherty. We're proud to continue the legacy. On behalf of the board and Michael Clark, the executive director, we welcome you. I'm Josh Gladstone, the creative director. And before we launch this exciting Sunday afternoon program, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that we've got coming up. And the first thing is, you're going to be on TV today. LTV has Channel 20, and this is going to be on our YouTube channel and Channel 20. So please silence these little devils right now. But you will be on TV. This will be on TV, part of our East End Underground live concert series. We've been doing them all summer long. We've got many more coming up. We've got 10 shows still between now and Labor Day. And I'm pretty sure most of you are regulars at this point, but a few of you aren't. Who are the newbies in the house? Oh my God, that's a lot. Well, come on, welcome. You found us. As I've been saying all summer long, we are the off-Broadway of the Hamptons, the way off Broadway of the Hamptons. But we're doing stuff with this great little studio, and it's it needs a new roof, so check out our website, ltveh.org. It's a 35-year-old building, and we're going to have to redo the roof entirely. But we're lucky we have good partners. We have people from the community coming to the shows. Hamptons Jazz Fest is one of our partners. They have a terrific pianist coming tomorrow night, Helen Sung, never before seen on the East End. So if you love tonight and you love the sound of Jane's piano, come on back for some more tomorrow. We've got Blythe Danner coming this week. She's going to be the host of the Asbury Short Film Concert on Thursday night, which is an award-winning evening of short films that are tough to see anywhere else. Blythe will be doing an introduction. We've got 2 kid shows as part of our Friday Family Frolics series. So if you got kids or grandkids coming, next Friday is a dog show. Johnny Piers and the Muttville Comics. They're hilarious. He's a Ringling Brothers clown. He's got 30 rescue dogs. They travel around the country in an RV. They're coming here. We've got a bubble show. We've got a cabaret series, Hampton Summer Songbook by the Sea. Thank you. Check it out. We've still got 3 great acts coming. Karen Akers is Saturday night. She's a legend. She hasn't been out here on the East End playing since well before the pandemic. So this is a great chance to see someone who is a Broadway veteran. And also Mark Nadler will be here, KT Sullivan with an Irving Berlin show. And we'll wind the season up with Christine Andreas making an encore here after last summer. And if you've never seen Christine Andreas live, treat yourself. So speaking of treating yourself, it's a great pleasure to have Jane and the Art of Song back here at LTV. They are regulars. They are year-round local artists, and we are all about working with local artists year-round. And to that end, when you sign up for our website, ltveh.org, put your name on the mailing list, you'll see that Jane is coming back. Later in September, she and Peter will be here with a really smooth crooner guy named Steve Washington, and we're excited to have them back. So that, plus so much more throughout the year. We're actually booked solid through Christmas. So for those of you who are locals, come on back. And now join me in welcoming to the stage my old friend, Joanna Foyer, and from Brooklyn to Barn.
When a bee lies sleeping in the palm of your hand, you're bewitched and deep in love's long looked after land, where you'll see a sun-up sky with a morning new, and where the days go laughing by as love comes calling on you. Sleep on, bee, don't wake and can't believe what just passed. He's mine for the taking. I'm so happy done told me that I'll walk with my feet off the ground when my one true love I have found. Nobody asked me if I wanted to be here. I don't mean here tonight with you lovely people. I mean here on stage as a performer. I was the child who sang before they spoke. At 8, I was touring the world with Les Miserables. At 16, I was performing in Romeo and Juliet just up the road at John Drew Theater. And then I hit my 20s. Tonight, we're going to do things a little bit differently. With your help, we're going to tell my story of from Brooklyn to Barn. I think some of you will have received some note cards from my lovely husband. So if you have card number 1, I want you to read that out for me. Just tell me what it says.
It's all possible.
Dreams! I had them. But at the same time, I didn't actually have an identity. I'm in my early 20s. I'm slogging through the crippling grief of losing my father. And instead of mourning, I'm giving every ounce of myself to my dream, no, my destiny of performing on stage. There's no way that the city won't lay itself at my feet and escort me straight to stardom. I'm shooting high, got my eye on a star in the sky. I'm shooting high, I'll never stop till I get to the top. Tell me why shouldn't I? You know it's you I'm after. You're my lucky star. I'm on a rainbow rafter, climbing up to where you are. I'll have a time. It's a climb, but I'll make it 'cause I'm shooting high. You know it's you I'm after. You're my lucky star. I'm on a rainbow rafter, climbing up to where you are. I'll have a time. It's a climb, but I'll make it 'cause I'm shooting high. All right, card number 2. You're up. I feel like I'm playing bingo up here.
Reality overcomes the fantasy.
Yes. Yes, doesn't it always? So guess what? Everything didn't work out exactly the way I planned. Apartments are expensive. Good roommates are hard to find. I took what jobs were available. I was a hostess at a restaurant where the manager was always in the bathroom snorting cocaine, and I was always lightheaded because I was starving myself for Broadway. I went to open auditions with hundreds of other people, showing up at 8 in the morning in my one perfect audition outfit and waited all day for my 30-second turn. It wasn't fun, wasn't exciting or going anywhere, except in a circle. If ever you're restless and you're feeling low, don't think that the city is the place to go. Well, I'll tell you one thing worth singing about. If you get in, be sure you can get back out. The great city's playboys, they're always around to help build your hopes up, then help drag you down. They'll leave you with nothing worth singing about. So now you're in, and now you want back out. The great city called Cruel Stone, 10 million people, and each one standing alone. You're caught in a whirlpool of Fort Greene cafes, where love is a relay and everyone strays, and blues are the main thing you're singing about. So now you're in, and now you want back out. You're caught in a whirlpool of Fort Greene cafes, where love is a relay and everyone strays, and blues are the main thing you're drinking about. So now you're in, and now you want back out. You want back out. You want back out. All right, we're up to card number 3. Who's got card number 3? Oh, hi, Nancy. I wish I'd been seen for who I was. I was a romantic since I was a kid. I actually proposed to my first crush. I was 4. He was 18. I've always had a thing for older men. So in the pursuit of my career, I was starting to feel the lack of love in my life. To be fair to the poor, eligible man of New York City, I didn't know who I was. On paper, I was a perky young woman with aspirations of being a Broadway or television star, but in reality, I didn't know who I was. I knew what was expected of me, but none of it made me happy. I knew there was something still to be discovered, and I was still searching for it. Was it so much to ask for a partner who would look deeper as well? La 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 ya la 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 da dee la la. Love me or leave me, but please don't deceive me and say you love me how I am. You love the way I fit some ideal, not the real woman you've yet to understand. See, love ain't no heaven and I am no angel, but I do the best I can. You always wanted something more from my body and said you needed something more from my loving, but all you got was me and that's all that I can be. I'm sorry if it let you down. La 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 ya la 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 da dee la la. Now it's no great excuse, but all the magic was used up on trying to uphold some kind of tame, flattering persona that soon enough was getting real old. It takes more than pressure to change rock to diamond. Now all you have is sand slipping through your fingers. You always wanted something more from my body and said you needed something more from my loving, but all you got was me and that's all that I can be. I'm sorry if it let you down. I'm not gonna sit around and waste my precious divine energy trying to explain and being ashamed of what you think is wrong with me. I'm not gonna sit around and waste my precious divine energy trying to explain and being ashamed of what you think is wrong with me. Set you up, you say I set you up like I was different than what I am offering you now. Let you down, you say I let you down and drove your heart around. Did you forget about all of the love and the acceptance that you promised me to? You always wanted something more from my body and said you needed something more from my loving, but all you got was me and that's all that I can be. I'm sorry if it let you down. You always wanted something more from my body and said you needed something more from my loving, but all you got was me and that's all that I can be. I'm sorry if it let you down, but I'm not gonna sit around and waste my precious divine energy trying to explain and being ashamed of what you think is wrong with me. I'm not gonna sit around and waste my precious divine energy trying to explain and being ashamed of what you think is wrong with me. those of you who don't already know, that's one of my talented sisters, Jessica Howard. Thank you, Bessie. All right, I think we're up to card number 4. Who's got card number 4?
An anti-love song.
Anti-love song. Yes, it's about time for that, isn't it? So that was actually the theme of the first show that I did with Jane and Peter in Bridgehampton, the Art of Song series. Yes. Over 10 years ago. I've lost track. That was the theme. It was called Down with Love. The show was a turning point for me creatively. After the candy coating of Broadway and the shallowness of television, I started to develop a creative outlet that felt authentic and exciting. And while I may have been down on love, I was starting to get down with jazz. Down with love, with flowers and rice and shoes. Down with love, the root of all midnight blues. Down with things that give you that well-known pain. Take that moon and wrap it in cellophane. Down with love, let's liquidate all its friends. Moon and June and roses and rainbows ends. Down with songs that moan about night and day. Down with love, yes, take it away, away. Take it away. Take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Down with eyes, romantic and stupid. Down with sighs. Down with Cupid, brother, let's stop that dive. Down with love. No rice or shoes. No more midnight blues or night or day. Wrap that moon in cellophane. No more love's friends. No more rainbows ends. No night and day. Just take love away. Take it away. Take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the Viennese. Down with eyes. Down with sighs. Go on, stop that dove. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down with love. All right, card 5. Hi, Mama. The last first date. I was late, eating a sandwich as I walked to this little hole-in-the-wall cocktail bar in Brooklyn called the Mayflower. My husband's nodding. It was called the Mayflower. When I walked in, there was Alan. He waved me over, took my coat, sat me down, asked for my drink order, and then he came back with our old fashions, and he said, "How was your day?" I like you, you're nice. Seems like I've known you for years. But we met just an hour ago. I'd never know we're such old friends. And I like you a lot. So don't go. You're nice, you're very much me. How very nice it could be. But we wouldn't have all that we have. Let's never know and just be friends. But I like you a lot. So don't go. Take me home and stay for a while with me. If you're good, I'll make you a marvelous, wondrous, and quite notorious cup of Costa Rican coffee. 'Cause I like you. Yes, I like you. You're nice. He is very nice. Oh, that song, meant to tell you, that song was written by the incomparable Blossom Dearie, and I want you to remember that name. Just a couple more minutes, just remember that name. Okay, we're up to 6, card number 6. Paris! Okay, so something shifted. There were no fireworks, and yet everything seemed a little brighter. We dated exclusively for the next 6 weeks, not overtly stating what we both knew, that this was something different. And then, somewhat spontaneously, we decided to take a trip for my birthday to Paris. Stranger, beware, there's love in the air under Paris skies. Try to be smart and don't let your heart catch on fire. Love becomes king the moment it's spring under Paris skies. Lonely hearts meet somewhere on the street of desire. Parisian love can bloom high in a skylight room, or in a gay cafe where hundreds of people can see. I wasn't smart and I lost my heart under Paris skies. Don't ever be a heartbroken stranger like me. Oh, I fell in love. Yes, I was a fool. For Paris can be so beautifully cruel. Paris is just a gay coquette who wants to love and then forget. Stranger, beware, there's love in the air. Just look and see what happened to me under Paris skies. Watch what you do, the same thing can happen to you. is just a gay coquette who wants to love and then forget. Stranger, beware, there's love in the air. Just look and see what happened to me under Paris skies. Watch what you do, the same thing can happen to you. Watch what you do, the same thing can happen to you. Watch what you do, the same thing can happen to you. Okay, number 7. The proposal. Our final night in Paris, we found this piano bar, because of course we did, and sang some songs. drank a little too much wine. And before I knew it, I told him, "Je t'aime." And he told me he t'aimed me too. Things moved pretty quickly after that. I moved into his Brooklyn apartment. We got a dog who happens to be the best dog. We were happy. It was easy. He made me feel confident, and he supported my growing questions about my career and about maybe I'd missed a turn in the road somewhere. He loved me as a complete but also evolving person. And then one night at a party, unplanned, unrestrained, I proposed to him. All or nothing at all. Half a love never appealed to me. If your heart will never yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. All or nothing at all. If it's love, there ain't no in between. Why begin and cry for something that might have been? No, I'd rather have nothing at all. Please don't put your lips so close to my cheek. Don't smile, or I'll be lost beyond recall. The kiss in your eyes, the touch of your hand makes me weak, and my heart may grow dizzy and fall. And if I fell under the spell of your call, I will be caught in the undertow. So you see, I'd rather say no, no, all or nothing at all. So close to my cheek, don't smile, or I'll be lost beyond recall. The kiss in your eyes, the touch of your hand makes me weak, and my heart may grow dizzy and fall. And if I fell under the spell of your call, I will be caught in the undertow. So you see, I'd rather say no, no, all or nothing at all. All right, card number 8, you're up.
The wedding and after.
Spoiler alert. He said yes. And he confessed he was about to pop the question himself. He made sure I let you know he was also about to pop the question. So we decided that we would take a year, maybe 2, and really enjoy our engagement and plan our wedding. 11 months later, we were married. Thank you. And looking back, I really think that somebody was looking out for us because we had a beautiful wedding, a gorgeous honeymoon to, guess where? Paris, just before the lockdown. I know all of you have your own experiences of that time. Suffice to say, for me, it was challenging, scary, made livable really only because my husband and my dog were nearby. Jane Hasty wrote the music for this next song years ago and then revisited it during the pandemic when it suddenly had new meaning. How can I reconcile just why mercy cries in defeat? Can it be that so easily earth and sky cease to meet? In my mind, was I just too blind that truth became so oblique? The rain somehow lamenting now, my tears so bittersweet. Nights lying there, awake and aware, a siren somewhere, haunting the air. Subtle breeze blowing ill at ease, fragrant like some perfume. Sadly now I make a vow, lonely in my room. a siren somewhere, haunting the air, reveal to me like the shifting sea, restless and serene, how I must carry on and trust tomorrow still unseen. Okay, I think we're up to 9, card 9.
Music from a distance.
Hi, Phil. Music from a distance. So I'm sorry, I'm going to keep us in the pandemic a little while longer, just a little while longer. So with everything stopped, I cooked, I cleaned, I baked, I weeded our wild Brooklyn backyard, and of course I sang. Nearly every day for the first 2 months, I recorded a video of myself singing in our Brooklyn bedroom, oftentimes with sirens audible in the background. And I posted them on Facebook in a series that I called Music from a Distance. So we're now gonna show you one of those from a moment when I felt particularly low. And I've watched it since then, and I can still feel the heaviness of that day. Many is the time I've been mistaken, many times confused. Yes, and I've also felt forsaken, certainly misused. But it's all right, it's all right. I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you can't expect to be bright and bon vivant, so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul who's not been battered. I don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered or driven to its knees. But it's all right, it's all right. We have lived so well so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. I can't help it, I wonder what's gone wrong. We come on the ship they call Mayflower. We come on the ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. But it's all right, it's all right. We have been forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying
trying to get some rest. That's all. I'm just trying to get some rest.
I think it's probably time to move on to something a little bit brighter. What do you say? Yeah. Okay, so 10, card 10.
The treehouse.
The treehouse. The treehouse changed my life, truly. Summer of 2020, I'm going stir crazy, and with Alan's permission, I took our car and I did a walkabout of sorts. I rented Airbnbs in upstate New York, and one of them was an actual treehouse. It didn't have cell phone service or a bathroom, but it had a stream where I would swim and 30 acres of woods that I explored with the foxes and the birds and the bears. And in those few days, off the grid, high up in the trees, I found myself. The city was killing me, and I needed to move to the country. So when I got back to Brooklyn, I told Alan just that. Did I skip something? I think I skipped something. Thank you. I'm discontented with homes that are rented, so I have invented my own. Darling, this place is a lover's oasis where life's weary chase is unknown. Far from the cry of the city, where flowers pretty caress the stream. Cozy inside, dear, to live side by side, dear. Don't let it abide in my dreams. Picture me upon your knee with tea for two and two for tea. Me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us. No friends or relations. On vacations we won't have it known. We own a telephone. Dear, day will break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake for you to take for all the boys to see. And then we will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Can't you see how happy we could be? did get a little ahead of myself. I was so excited about the story that I jumped ahead. So we have a treat now. All right, we have one card left. That's card number 11.
Where we are now.
Hi, Peter. Well, it's a yellow cottage on 4 acres. It has barns and gardens that we've are restoring. The overgrown flower beds became vegetable gardens. The garden shed became a duck coop. The lean-to became a goat shed. We have 2, Blossom Deary and Eva Cassidy. Sometimes Alan and I walk around the property wondering who we are and how the heck we got here. Sadie, our dog, she guards her animals and she sleeps well at night. The ducks lay us eggs and they eat the weeds from the garden. The goats for now are entertaining us, but eventually they'll give us milk and cheese and soap. I know who I am now. It's a very good life. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pines, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. So it's getting to be that time of night where you start thinking about saying goodbye. We have one more tune for you, but I do want to introduce these lovely, lovely, incredible musicians to you. Jane Hasty on piano. She also developed this show with me. Peter Martin Weiss on bass. And John Maley on drums. Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high, you and I, shiny and new.
that two can fill, and will be pleased to be called the folks who live on the hill. On the hill, our veranda will command a view of meadows green, the kind of view that likes to be seen. We'll sit and look at the same old view, just we two, Alan and Joe, used to be Jack and Jill, but we will always be called Thank you all so much for being with us. This has been such a joy. And quite notorious cup of Costa Rican coffee, 'cause I like you. Yes, I like you. You're
He is very nice.